Good morning, everyone. Today is December 16th, 2021. This is the Somerset County Association of Resource Providers, lovingly known as SCARP. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll do our usual round robin, giving updates from our agencies, and then you can choose someone to go after you. So who wants to get us started? Anyone? Bueller? Deb, I see your hand waving around there. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. Go first, get it over with. So I'm Deb Casey. I'm from Somerset Public Health. We're a team of 15 and we do various things to try to improve the health in Somerset County. And right now, some of our initiatives are around substance use prevention and obesity prevention and the like. My role is as a tobacco prevention person. So we work through trying to advance policy change, environmental changes, and education. So I have trainings available for social service providers on how to link people up with the Quit Link for tobacco treatment resources. We have materials. My partner, Jessica, I don't see her here today. She does a lot of work with youth and primary prevention. Hopefully people won't start using a tobacco product. We do policy work in various settings, municipalities, businesses, workplaces, schools, youth serving entities to try to strengthen their tobacco-free environment and prevent setting an example of smoking or using tobacco products, and to keep the air clear, and so people don't have to be subjected to secondhand smoke. So if anyone wants to work with me on either or both of those things, I'm available. And I will pass it to Michelle because she's to my right.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And I'm going to share my screen just to put our services up there. So I'm Michelle with Family Violence Project. We're the Domestic Violence Resource Center serving Kennebec and Somerset. Our offices have opened for appointments so people can meet with an advocate in person, but most things are still done over the phone. So, our helpline is available 24 hours a day so people can still access us that way. And they can make appointments to meet in person if that works better. And we're still doing core advocacy. We have support group that's online right now. And we do have some open positions. So I'll put the website in the chat, but it's familyviolenceproject.org. And you can click on get involved. Our open position is a liaison to child protective services. And we may have a couple other positions down the way a little. But yeah, and we also, the other big news, our certified violence intervention program, the name has changed from Men's Work to Change Work. So that's an exciting thing. And yeah, we're just, rolling along. It's, it's always busy. Shelters are often full, but people can still call to get support, safety planning, resources, and just to talk and have folks to listen to what's going on. And I think that's it. So I will pass it over. Oh, we have a new community educator. That's another exciting thing. If Jennifer, do you want to say hi and introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hello, I'm Jennifer Allen, and I just started on Monday, so I have a lot to learn.
Welcome. We're excited you're here.
Yes, thank you, Michelle.
And I'll pass it over to Rob.
Hi, good morning. Rob Rogers, Kennebec Behavioral Health. I'm the Director of Substance Use Prevention and Grant Services, and also the Director of the Respect Me program, which is a certified domestic violence intervention program for females. I guess I'll start updates with Respect Me, currently operating 2 classes. We have one morning class, Monday mornings from 9 to 10:30. And then a Tuesday afternoon class that is 3:30 to 5. Due to COVID, we are continuing to offer those classes remotely, which is frankly a saving grace for a lot of the women, because we have, women that have just given birth. We have another one that's pregnant, transportation issues. So the virtual format for most people is actually working. We are in the midst of standards review for the DVIPs across the state. That is an 18-month process. That's at least what they've projected. Last time we did standards review, it took 2 years. And this ultimately has to go to the legislature. But we're examining what's currently being provided for services. Are there any recommended changes? So that process is going on, and we're also doing an audit right now, working with the district attorney's office for Kennebec and Somerset County. Turns out, due to some technology issues, maybe going back 4 years is not an option because they cannot separate males and females without doing a hand count. But now we're looking at possibly doing an audit of all of our current cases and all cases that come in moving forward. So we'll see how that goes in the new year as we start reviewing records. I think the big thing I'll talk about for KBH related to prevention is our SCARP classes. SCARP is the Student Intervention Reintegration Program. We have a complete schedule now that is available. We are being contracted by AdCare of Maine. But under our drug-free community work, we're also looking at alternatives to suspension or detention with schools. So I'm looking at possibly putting together a either lunch and learn or something that's after school, but an information session for people that aren't aware of SCARP, what it looks like, what's the curriculum like, and just offer a chance for potential referrants to be able to ask questions and understand the program better. So if people think that's something that would be beneficial, if you just do a quick show of hands, and if I get some feedback, then I'll look at scheduling something in the new year for people. I plan on inviting all of the schools to it as well. So we just did an in-person class at Skowhegan last week, and we have another remote class happening the week of between Christmas and New Year. Lisa's going to be teaching a remote class. And then we have classes every month from January through June at this point. So more info on that. And with that, I'll pass it to Lisa, who's my partner in this work, and she probably has other updates.
I would have to say thank you, Rob. But the only other update I would have is that we've been working with Maine Academy of Natural Sciences to start doing the Universal Prime for Life in their health electives. And Deb, I know I passed on your contact information to Danny where they were talking or asking specifically around tobacco and resources. So I hope that you two have been able to connect or whatnot. So perfect.
We haven't connected yet, but I need to get Jessica Carter on board with us because she's
Perfect.
the youth person. So we'll get it. We'll get
Good, because I know that they're
Thank
eager to get people and resources in. So I think that's awesome. So thank you. And I'll continue to send people your way as I hear more about the tobacco and vaping needs. So I believe that is all for me. I'm still really just learning my role here as well as far as prevention goes. So I'm going to pass it on to Rita. Good morning, Rita.
Good morning. And it's a nice snowy morning indeed. I just had to shovel before I came over here because we're at the Office of Hospice. As you know, I represent hospice and Hospice Volunteers of Somerset County. It's what it's officially called. We had the pie sale and bake sale the day before Thanksgiving here at hospice and also in St. Albans, and that went very well. And then we had the Festival of Trees, and that was a huge success. So we plan to do that again next year. Anybody that would like to have a tree, they can just contact Jason or Julia at the Chamber of Commerce, and he can explain more about that. I hope some of you got up to see the Festival of Trees here at T&B's in Skowhegan. They were really nice trees, well decorated with lots of prizes. And if I can brag a little bit, I won 2 trees. So, so it was definitely a success for me. So I'm passing along gift certificates and items galore, regifting, I should say. And I regifted one of the trees right back to hospice to use for next year. So that was that on that. We're having Coping with the Holidays. We'll be on Zoom Monday and Tuesday night. So anybody interested in, or they know someone that is having a hard time with the holidays, contact us here at hospice. You can email Amy and she'll send you the link for the Zoom meetings. And her email is volunteer@hvosc.org, or you can call us at 474-7775, or you can just look on hospice's website to find the contact information. We're going to be next up, right off the bat, we're going to be delivering carnations to the residents of nursing homes, the patients of nursing homes, in the next couple of days. And finally, we still take part in the equipment and supplies sharing program. So if you know of anybody who's looking for walkers, commodes, depends, all of that kind of stuff, you can refer them to us here at hospice, all free of charge. Thank you. Merry Christmas to everybody. And I'll pass it on to, I guess, Dave Dorr. He's sitting comfortably over there.
Good morning, David Dorr, Somerset Career and Tech Center. Couple of things that we're doing. So we have gone through the process of getting approval from the Department of Labor Apprenticeship Council. There's still a few days left for them to vote on it, but it looks like we're going to be able to be an intermediary sponsor for apprenticeships in the area. And so that'll give our students a chance to become apprenticeships. So we're looking for businesses to partner with and new ideas. So reach out if you think you have an opportunity for a student. We are partnering with Kim Leo at the Space by the River for trying to create some after-school activities for students. I have a grant from the Gorman Foundation, and I'm looking for, they don't want the money back, so they want me to spend it. So we figured, you know, it's really for re-engaging students. So Kim reached out and has a lot of great ideas, and so it looks like we're going to try to do that after the beginning of the year. Our food pantries up and, you know, continues to go strong. We pack 190 backpacks a week, and last week we did a bunch of holiday boxes that went out as well. So that's going strong. Closed closet still active, and we do have a social worker in the building now 2 days a week. Lisa Kimball is in. Her charge was to get to know the students and be available if somebody is having a bad day and just needs someone to talk to, and she's doing a great job. I think the students know her better than some of my staff members, so that's going very well. And I will pass it on to Jennifer.
Hello, if you're talking about me, I don't know if there's another Jennifer, but Michelle shared my updates. I'm new, so I don't really have any updates, but I'm learning a lot, so thank you. So I will pass. Yeah, so has Deb Casey, have you spoken yet?
Yeah, I did. Let's hear from
Oh,
Heather.
sorry.
How about Heather?
Hi, I'm Heather. I am the community case manager at Reddington Fairview. I am a jack of all trades with my primary role of disposition barriers in the emergency department, whether it's for placement of the elderly or working with behavioral health patients and getting them dispositioned either back to residential or treatment centers. So there is never a shortage of work. For updates, we are still seeing patients on a fairly regular basis that are coming in requesting help with substance use. So they're getting dosed through the emergency department and then set up with the Bridge Clinic. So that program is going well. Otherwise, yeah, I've been in my role for since October, and so still learning a lot of the services that are out there. I can't think of any other updates. And I will pass it on to Lisa.
Thank you so much, Heather. But I've gone as well, and I see. How about you, Katie? Katie?
Oh,
Did
sorry.
I pronounce your name correctly? Kate?
Yes, my name is Kate, and I'm a family visitor with Maine Families. So we are continuing to work with families. We're doing things virtually now. So this summer and early fall, we were doing actual in-person visits again, and we've switched back to doing virtual visits. So we are continuing to work with our clients and taking on new families. So if anybody's not familiar with the program, we are free and available to anyone it's actually in the entire state. I work specifically with Somerset, and then KVCAP also works with Kennebec County as well. So we provide lots and lots of information to new parents, and people can sign up for the program when they're either pregnant or have a child who's under 3 months of age, and then we can continue working with the parent until the child is 3 years of age. So we just kind of try to make a link between the child's development and why they're doing what they're doing, to help parents kind of understand both the behavior of the child and how to support the child in reaching their developmental milestones. So we do lots of fun activities. I regularly drop off activities to families to help with parent-child interaction and engagement. We're now, we just got a bunch of money to help parents provide emergency supplies for themselves. Like we have Hannaford gift cards, we have lots and lots of diapers. So any family that's signing up now is, we're gonna be providing 3 months worth of diapers to their babies. And what else? I don't know, we just hook them up with all kinds of resources. So always using the community resources to help them support their families. So that's what we're doing. And if anybody knows a family that would benefit from it, send them along. I think, Jason, have you gone yet?
No, sorry. So I think the big thing, so we're in Jingle Chamber is in Jingle Fest mode right now. We did our toy drive. We have another box of donations coming in on Monday. And if you have families that need toys for Christmas, send them down to the chamber. Each parent gets 5 items, 5 toys for their kid. So that's what we've been doing. We gave out close to I think we're close to 400 presents right now that we've given out. So we're trying to make appointments, obviously make it flexible. So I'm doing a couple tonight, couple early tomorrow morning, but we're trying to schedule appointments just so that families don't overlap each other. So we're doing half-hour increments. So if you know if you have families that need stuff, I've talked to the schools as well and told them if they have families, especially next week. And we did get a United Way grant, so to help with some extra funding if we need to. So, and it's not just Skowhegan, it's all of Somerset County. So we have many families coming down from Madison, Norridgewock, Canaan, obviously Skowhegan, but it's to benefit the entire region. So Family Dollar in Madison actually did an incredible job to help us out this year. So first time working with them on this, but it was great. Yeah, other than that, we've got a lot of different issues going on, advocacy wise. And I'm sure you guys may have heard one thing that, and it's more for, well, it's for people that rent. The new propane law that just came out, and it's going effective January 1st. So if anybody has a anything propane inside of their apartment from the landlord has to install a propane sensor that you plug into the wall, so that a propane detector. So that's something that kind of a lot of us missed during the legislative session, but that just rolled out, and that's coming out January 1st. So the only place in our area to buy one of those detectors is Maine Fire Equipment over on South Factory Street. He just placed a large order of them because Home Depot is out of them, so they got cleaned out. So other than Home Depot, it's Maine Fire Equipment. So that's going to be a big one for landlords and tenants to keep their landlords up to date on. So other than that, Jingle Fest continues. Spruce the Moose is having a drink today over at Unwind in downtown. So if you want to find him, and he's on the road with Mix Maine tomorrow. So yeah, we got that still going on, giving out the toys. Santa Claus, if you guys are following the Chamber or Jingle Fest Facebook page, Santa will be here tomorrow. He'll also be here 3 days next week, leading up to Christmas. So if you have kids that want to come see Santa, we have the office is transformed to the North Pole / toy office. So that's all I can think of. We had great festival of trees, and like Rita said, so looking forward to doing it again next year. And I haven't been paying attention, so I don't know if anybody else is going.
I think I'm the last one to go. So I'm Karen Chase, and I'm the Somerset County Options Liaison. I work with crisis and counseling, and I support people with substance use, so I can supply them with harm reduction supplies. I work with them to get transportation, food stamps, anything that they need. I work with them to obtain that, and when and if they're ready for treatment, I help get them into treatment as well. We do have a referral link, and I will drop that in the chat as well.
Wow, I feel like we made some really good time. Let's see. I'm Julie, Department of Corrections, Juvenile Probation. Nothing too new or interesting going on in our neck of the woods. We are still chugging along, doing our thing. Good handful of new referrals lately. So unfortunately, that means, a good handful of youth being charged with crimes. But we're, deterring as many as we can from court whenever possible. As far as other things going on that I do, I am on the New England Council for Crime and Delinquency, and we have had a webinar series for professional development training all year long. We've had 6 different webinars that did offer free CEUs, and we had amazing turnouts to all of them. And those webinars are available for virtual viewing on our YouTube channel, New England Council for Crime and Delinquency, and I can throw a link up later. The CEUs are no longer available. We were only able to give out CEUs to people who attended live, but if anyone needs professional development hours before the end of the year, each training is worth 1.5 professional development hours, and we can still give you a regular attendance certificate. So that's a great way to catch up on hours really quickly at the end of the year. I know a few people are in the mad dash. So please head on over there and utilize those webinars, because they actually turned out really, really good. The most recent one was December 8th, and that was on ignition interlock systems. It was hosted by Intoxilock, and I actually learned a whole lot about OUIs and community supervision of people that have alcohol use concerns. So really worthwhile to check out. Even though you can't get the CEUs anymore, you can still get those professional development hours. So get those done if you need to get them done. And that's, I think, all we've got. Oh, Department of Corrections, we have a new associate commissioner coming on for the juvenile side. And she will be starting just after Christmas. I know she's slowly transitioning in, but her official start date, I think, is the 27th. And that is Christine Thibault, who will be a former, I don't know if she's an assistant district attorney or district attorney from Cumberland County. So she has a long history with juvenile services and juvenile law, and we're excited to have her come on board. So we'll be looking forward to lots of new things in 2022. So that's all I've got. Does anyone else have anything else for the good of the order? Hearing none, I will say I hope everyone has a happy and healthy Christmas or holiday season and New Year. And we will see you all the third Thursday of 2022. So happy New Year, everyone, and be safe out there. Take care.
Bye, thanks.
Bye.